internet connection. The entire internet connection went down completely. Oh, is that the end of that video? Damn it. I'm connected. Stop. Okay. You guys here? Connected or what? This should be connected. Yeah, but the Wi-Fi isn't. Damn it. Still streaming, still live. Very weird. Okay. Try and figure this out. Seems to be a neighborhood thing. Okay. Now it's connected. Come on. Okay.
My MA in Gothic English Literature and independent PhD in Gothic Poetics and Ludo-Gothic B. My name's Persephone Van der...
Why would we lose audio to the connection device? That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Still got Slay the Spire 2 here. Nope. No audio whatsoever. No. Here.
in Gothic Poetics and Ludo-Gothic BDSM.
It's really annoying. Okay. Wait, that was audio coming from that.
Focusing partially on Metroid...
Oh, you can hear it, can't you? That's why. Damn it!
Vania.
Why didn't you guys tell me you could hear that? Shit. Like this one.
This is what happens when 10 big companies and the government spend 5 years and $3 million on a game. It's called Driving in Tehran, and here's the rabbit hole that opened beneath it. Let's begin. It's 2005 in Iran, and news are breaking out about an upcoming major game release made by the traffic police. The trailers were being showcased on TV, featuring popular actors and characters, which built up massive hype around it. The main goal of the game was to teach traffic laws and promote safe driving. It was made by the traffic police after all, and they contracted a company called SRP to develop it. Sounds like a simple project, but the head of SRP, Dr. Sami, had much bigger ambitions. He wanted Iran and his company to enter the video game industry big, and he would do that by first making his own game engine, which took over 2 years and $2 million of taxpayer money to develop. Still, it wasn't enough, so he convinced 10 other companies to sponsor his game. He raised over $1 million this way and spent the next 3 years making the game. This was the official story, and it was looking good. 70 people spent 500,000 hours on the game and recreated one of the Tehran's 22 districts with advanced traffic AI and physics, totaling to over 10,000 lines of code. I'm sure they made millions. The game would eventually come out with a price tag of $5, which was a lot. Iran is a country where piracy is legal. People were used to buying pirated game discs for $1 or $2, and SRP knew this, so they implemented 2 layers of DRM into the game, with the first one being the government. Dr. Sami basically threatened people who would attempt to crack the game, saying they'd be dealing with the police, talking about morals and advocating for copyright law while hypocritically using unlicensed FIFA 98 soundtrack in the trailer. On top of that, the game would require an activation code linked to your computer's ID and only accessible through either telephone or their website, which wasn't even up at the time, and the phone line was consistently busy during the launch week. The game would eventually be cracked at some point, and here it is. The main menu offers us with 2 paths that lead to 5 different endings, so here's the story. This guy owns a taxi company, with his employees consisting of Sia and Hutan families. The Hutan family are the good guys. They get paid minimum wage to make this guy lots of money. The Sia family, however, is more ambitious. They feel like they're not compensated for years of hard work at the taxi company, so they decide to meet the owner in the countryside and discuss business. It's all going well until Sia decides to shamelessly plug one of the game's sponsors into the conversation, which is his Dark Piss soda company. The owner goes mad as a result, and Sia leaves with the goal of taking over the taxi company. The owner,
What a
along with
game.
Hutan, get in a car and chase after him. In the Hutan path, we're presented with a choice of 5 vehicles, all of which are made by the largest automobile manufacturing company in Iran. Ico is the biggest sponsor of this game, so much that they removed every other car. For example, there's a Mercedes in the trailer and game files that is nowhere to be found in the final release. Even the cover car used to be different. The Ico rabbit hole goes much deeper, but for now, let's start the game using this insult of an automobile.
I wonder if those cars are any good.
This is just the beginning. The gameplay speaks enough of the car handling. They crank the gravity all the way up, which in racing games is a lazy move to make the cars more stable, and even that is not enough in this game. But considering these cars are made by Ico, I'd say it's accurate. Anyways, you'll see advertisement billboards every 50 meters or so, and these are actually the sponsors of the game. What surprises me is that they somehow convinced the marketing teams of 10 big companies to pay tens of thousands of dollars for a virtual billboard. And this was in 2005, in Iran. They sold NFTs at a time when the average person didn't know what internet or video game means. We reach the end of the level after a minute of driving and move on to the next one.
This sucks.
That's Sia. I'm guessing this was intended to be a chase scene, but ended up being something that is gonna chase me through my worst nightmares. We then reach the taxi company with the game transitioning into the taxi mode. Can you guess which button here starts the next level? Maybe the giant start button? Nope, that actually quits the game. Someone tried to prevent you from witnessing the horrors ahead, but I was unfortunate enough to find the real start button, so here we go. A cutscene doesn't play after the loading. Here it is from the game files. Hutan finds out that Sia and his family took all but one of the taxi vehicles,
They look
instead
so
of reporting
weird.
them or going after them,
They're like
he
from
decides to
different
keep
games.
working as the dumbass taxi driver that he is. The game basically turns into propaganda, telling you to earn money through legal means and obey traffic laws. But they mean it. In the taxi mode, you cannot go above the speed limit. If you crash the car, you lose money. If you break traffic laws, you get fined. But the most interesting thing is what happens when you run over pedestrians. The game crashes. It doesn't reset or show a game over menu, it simply quits. And before it does, it briefly
That'll
shows
show
up a
ya.
message saying, you shouldn't play with people's lives.
Get
This
out of here!
was their idea of a video game. Obey the law, don't kill digital pixels, no fun allowed. They unironically made something that is best described as an anti-video game, and we're not even halfway through. To finish this level, you need to collect 200,000 Tomans through fares, which at the time would have been worth $200, but right now it's worth 4.
Wait, what?
Each fare gives you 2,000 Tomans on average, so you need to pick up 100 passengers to progress. If that sounds boring, it gets a lot worse because each car crash costs you money. Not only the car somehow handles worse in the taxi mode, but the traffic cars simply ignore your existence and crash right into you. Advanced simulation. Okay, just keep an eye out for traffic and invisible objects, but that's not easy with the game's tiny field of view and render distance. It's like the original Driver that came 7 years before this game, and that game had sizable cities. Here, you get like 2 short streets of Tehran. That's less than 5% of the district that they promised to recreate. 1.5 million photos taken. Let's check that claim. Well, they did the bare minimum of turning those photos into textures, and then carelessly slapped them on 2D sprites with zero lighting. As a result, the game barely feels 3D. It's half-assed, and some alleyways are straight up skipped. Still, this is the only part of the game where you can see a small trace of effort, and I don't think it came from SRP, but rather another company who was closely tied to and funded by the police. They made all the animations for the game and probably borrowed parts of the city from their other projects.
Yeah, that's probably why everyone looks so different.
They even got to reference the game in one of their future animations.
What an amazing game!
This animation contains unseen footage showcasing police cars that are absent in the final release. There are actually unused voice files related to police chatter, and they are hilariously awful since they didn't have voice actors. The biggest anomaly, however, is this Warcraft trailer in the movies folder.
What?
Alongside it, there are much better looking renders that make you question what went wrong. We'll get to that, but for now, we need to collect $4 to progress. But if you get fined a total of $12 instead, you get a bad ending. Not only you can randomly get fined, but the traffic law isn't exactly clear in the game, which you know was the whole point of it. You can buy back the Sia family after collecting $4. The ending cinematic is just a generic scene with text written on top of it, and the audio is completely messed up. In the bad ending, Sia will open up a new taxi company, which will bankrupt yours. Very sad. Anyways, we still have to play as Sia in the other story branch. So after taking over the taxi company, Sia gets a phone call. Apparently, the owner of the taxi company is in bad health. Sia has a sudden change of heart and rushes over to help him. Just don't ask how he got his hands on an ambulance or how the character models
looks
look.
like a taxi.
If you're too late, the owner dies, cry emoji. But otherwise, you'll need to pay 1 million tomas in hospital fees since the owner doesn't have insurance. Funnily enough, two of this game's sponsors are insurance companies. They filled half the game with advertisements but forgot to mention them when they had the perfect opportunity. And guess how you're going to save up the money? Yeah, it's the same thing as before, with 5 times the amount. If only there was a faster way, but they removed the bad ending from this path. Here's the cutscene from the game files.
Wow, that's really the music they used?
Not much is known about this ending other than Sia does something illegal and ends up being wanted by the police. But did you really think they were going to let you commit crimes in a video game? Even the worst rated scam game in history, Big Rigs, gave you more freedom. Hell, even a cancelled game whose sole purpose was to be as boring as possible ends up being more functioning and entertaining than this $3 million digital abomination. Worse yet, it has more propaganda and advertisement than a game made in North Korea. These were the 3 games you would think of when it comes to the worst racing games, but now, Driving in Tehran easily takes that title. This was just the main disc though. The second disc of this game was supposed to be about track racing. In most copies, however, this disc was blank and is believed to be lost media now.
Okay.
But according to forum posts, it was just a poorly modded version of Need for Speed 4 from '98. 5 years of development and all they did was steal another game. They even stole the mod. The National Game Engine that was supposedly built from the ground up was also a lie. The main executable of the game is a simple Flash player, and the rest are made using a basic open source engine.
Wow.
They just ripped off this vehicle physics demo and replaced the models with shitty Iranian cars. Except these cars aren't even Iranian, which gets us back to Ico. They contributed so much to the game that they have a dedicated movie accessible in the main menu. It's basically just a long advertisement showcasing their achievements, but let's look at them, shall we? They started out by making Hillman arrows in the 60s. Hillman, however, is based in Britain. Now in the 90s, they started manufacturing various models of Peugeot. Peugeot, however, is a French company. For 30 years, they never made a car themselves, but in 2001, they introduced Samand, the national car. Their slogan, which can also be found in the game, was Samand the Iranian car. So was it? Samand takes most of its components from the same old Peugeots. They called it a new car, when in reality it was just a reskin of something they didn't even make themselves. Even to this date, they're pulling the same shit, and it's not cheap. These 30-year-old jalopies go for over $9,000 new, which is roughly 3 years worth of average income if you somehow ignore the rapid inflation. And despite this, the company keeps losing money. How is that possible? The long answer can fill another video, but short answer, people steal money, because there's no way that any of those $3 million went towards developing the game. So where did it go? In Dr. Sammy's pockets, of course, but we need more proof. Where are SRP and Dr. Sammy today? Aside from forum discussions, here's every website that has an article about driving in Tehran. The first one is written by one of the biggest Iranian news publications, and it's entirely false. As usual. They claim the game was translated to 2 other languages and have won an international award in a summit that isn't about video games before the game was even released. There's also the archived version of SRP's website that remained up until 2008. They claim to have made another game, but I found no evidence of it anywhere else. Same goes for their other projects. It seems like their entire portfolio was built up on lies told by Dr. Sammy, who is even more mysterious. The only surviving information about him are from these 2 websites where he was briefly interviewed and made those bogus claims about the game and its copyright. But this is where the trail ends. Overall, this game was used to embezzle over $3 million from large corporations and the government, and to this date, no one knows anything about it. Don't look at me, this was just your average video laughing at bad games. But it fell way deeper. As it turns out, SRP's address is publicly available, so I thought to pay a visit. It went horribly. At first, the building seemed to be a medical clinic because it had a plaque with doctor names written on it. I took these photos and I was just about to have another look around, until the door opened. A guy came outside and asked me if I was looking for someone. I told him I was looking for Mr. Sunny but must have gotten the wrong address. He then started asking why I took photos of the building and then called his brother to calm down as well. After
Hey, brother.
realizing he wasn't about to give up, I turned on my phone's background recorder. He's right. I started taking a video of the building as soon as I entered the alleyway, then came closer to take a photo of the plaque. And they knew all of these. They demanded ID and kept questioning me about the photos, which was weird. Even in Iran, it is legal to take photos of public spaces, but they weren't really making sense. And nor was I due to panic, which is probably why they let me go so easily in the end, but not before forcing me to delete the photos I took, which I later recovered anyways. If you want full details, this whole encounter is on my second channel, but let's break down the important points. First, they had me on their CCTV the moment I entered a public alleyway. Why? Second, their response suggests that SRP is still operating in that building, but I didn't dare bring it up again. Third, why did they want my photos removed when literally anyone can check out the building from the outside? And finally, they had their names on a plaque beside the door, so I looked them up and yeah, one of them is registered as a general doctor and the other is a dentist. The reported addresses are outdated, but they used to be just a few buildings away from each other. I also tried calling SRP's phone number, but it was blocked, which usually only happens if you don't pay the phone bill. So why are a bunch of doctors so paranoid about a random dude taking photos of their building to the point of actively watching their cameras? Shouldn't they be busy with patients in the middle of a working day? Why open up a clinic in such an inaccessible and relatively uncrowded part of central Tehran? Why not update your address? And most importantly, what ties do they have to SRP? I don't know, this whole thing is not making any sense.
Weird
It is
video.
clear though that something fishy is going on at SRP's address, but I'm not getting paid enough to look into this any further. There's just one more loose end left to address. This guy. Well, he used to be a very popular TV presenter and is still active to this date. I emailed him asking if he remembers anything, but got no response so far. This digital abomination can now be downloaded from the Internet Archive, but there's a high chance you won't be able to run it on modern systems. Good. In the end, Driving in Tehran managed to scam everyone while still managing to look good to the general public. And 17 years later, another game would follow in its footsteps.
Horza? Weird. Alright, this one's a
My name's Persephone van der Voorde. I have my MA in Gothic English Literature and independent PhD in Gothic Poetics and Ludo-Gothic BDSM, focusing partially on Metroidvania.
Alright, I'll BRB.
Hold your questions till the end, gamers. I understand that you don't understand, but I don't understand either, and we're just gonna have to go through it. And I am the author of the multi-volume non-profit book series Sex Positivity versus Sex Coercion, or Gothic Communism. Its art director, sole invigilator, illustrator, and primary editor, the other co-writer slash co-editor being Bay Ryan, a rape survivor slash granddaughter of a Holocaust survivor and Dutch resistance member, and someone anti-war as a business, anti-Zionist and anti-racist, anti-white supremacy. You know, we get it. You know, your name's Persephone, and spoilers, you look like this. Not this one. This one here isn't Persephone. It's this one. This, lovely woman is Persephone. So, you know, you don't have to tell us all of your qualifications. I get it. I can just assume. Who specializes in tokenism, e.g. TERFs, SWERFs, and fascist feminism. I'm a MTF trans woman, Tolkien and Amazon enthusiast. I think that's like Death by Snoo Snoo, not Jeff Bezos. Former YouTuber, not fucking farmer, don't worry, there's a whole other description. Anti-fascist, loud critic of Marxist-Leninism / state vampirism. Obviously. Atheist and Satanist. No way, I wouldn't have believed that. Poly / pan kinkster with multiple partners. I like how unique of an individual this is. Nobody's ever been like this before. Erotic artist / pornographer and anarcho-communist, i.e. under my brand of gothic gay anarcho-communism as a holistic intersectional discipline, one devised in 2022 to 23, and which my friends and I currently achieve together. Originally, this blog explored my love of movies when I was cishet. Now I use it to write about the gothic horror, but also sex, heavy metal, and video games in a queer way, especially Metroidvania. Once again, chat members, gamers among you, don't ask questions. I have no answers. I take donations for my work, which goes towards helping sex workers, trans people, and other minorities. And a bunch of shit here about, like, formatting. One of the things that's, you know, not mentioned in this diatribe about formatting is that, like, every now and then on the page there will just be porn for some reason. There's just porn all over the page for some fucking reason. I've just released Persephone's 2025 Metroidvania Corpus as a PDF. I'm sure you have lots of PDF situations going on. I did this to allow for easier accessibility using Adobe's bookmark system. The corpus combines from Masters to PhD with my earlier post-grad work on Metroidvania, Mazes and Labyrinths. So from what I understand, I will try to explain a little bit. This individual seems to think that they are a student of Metroidvania. For those that aren't aware, a Metroidvania is a portmanteau of the game series Metroid and Castlevania, which broadly applies to games that are in some manner platformers, but it's like with more exploration and like, oh, I gotta go back to this area because now I have this thing. Certain games that aren't platformers might also fall into that. Dark Souls 1 is often called a Metroidvania, and in some ways it is, but it's a very bizarre thing to think that you're like a student of that or whatever. Gotta be very careful while scrolling down. This is all just like fucking change logs. And there's just no way that I'm ever gonna read all of this. There's a lot on these pages. You'll be reading this page and it'll be like, first, the mirror volume divides in 3, i.e. blog posts, YouTube videos, and future material with some additional paratexts before/after these. If somebody ever says paratexts, leave. Just walk away. And then you'll just get a random photo of like a sexy booby titty lady. And that's what this blog is like. You'll be reading about Metroidvania or whatever, and then there'll just be like a picture of Link with a horse dick. Just random shit, you know. Just random fucking shit. I don't know. Like I say, don't ask questions. Do like the fact that the person's calling themselves Persephone now. Which obviously, on one hand, it's like, of course it's fucking Persephone. It's never Leslie. It's never like Jane. It's fucking Ophelia and Persephone and Lilith. Meanwhile, the URL of the website is called Nick's Movie Insights. So it's kind of like a Jim Sterling type situation, you know. You're dressing in the feather boa, you got the drag makeup on, but you're still the Jimquisition. But the YouTube channel here, we got, you know, another reiteration, relitigation of Persephone's whole life. Persephone Vandervoord, MTF trans woman, Gothic Ancom, they them or she her, Polly Demipan, 39, anti-fashion multi-volume book author and illustrator, sex worker, indie researcher / PhD in Gothic poetics and Ludo-Gothic BDSM. Blah, 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 blah. Channel is short-form SFW content I can actually post on YouTube, e.g. React videos, but also essays written elsewhere. Everything is produced by me. I do not use or endorse AI. Billionaires suck. Free Palestine and all colonized lands. Abolish ICE, cops, and the state. It's all in the reflexes. All opinions are my own. Don't worry, there's many other people with all of these same opinions. I interview with the vampire, so you can see the type of channel that we've got here. Supermen sellouts and separating them. And you, like, all of these thumbnails almost are like this fucking shit. Trans author and whore calls upon old friends to stick it to a token Madonna and evil Superman. Continuing her introduction piece to a video series that explores her older work, Persephone dissects the likes of Superman and Throg from Invincible, but also real-life sellouts like Angela Benedict, a nun in whore's clothes, Oping fellow radical token and prude, Anita Bryant. To separate them, Persephone calls upon different ghosts. Is that guests with an H? I think it says ghosts. I don't know. So it's some insanoid shit. you know, you got this one down here, which I like. Intersecting discourse, inviting two different Muslims to discuss trans/indigenous rights. It's like, okay, well, I don't know. Shouldn't you invite trans and indigenous people? But I guess it's intersecting, so, you know, it's fine. We've got Jesse Gender is involved, which is another retard channel for retards. J.K. Rowling's autopsy and those who shill her. I will not even make content out of this stream if I click on this one with J.K. Rowling. I will not even make content out of it. I refuse to edit it. I don't know. It's one of those channels where it's hard to pick one to click on. I guess I'll click on this one because I'm curious about the fucking Metroidvania thing. Maybe that's like the least interesting thing to other people here. That's fine. It's my fucking stream. I want to know what the fuck the Metroidvania thing is all about. What do you mean you have a PhD in Metroid? You fucking psycho. What is this?
The conflict in Metroid is not
Beautiful lady.
ideological, it is ecological.
So, hearing that, I sat up in bed and wrote this. Hi, everyone. Today I wanted to respond to a video by Chozella.
Okay, I guess this person is American. I really thought it was like a Dutch, you know, with the name, but I guess it's just like a person with Dutch heritage or whatever. Dino Shark? Oh, fuck yeah!
Just Metroid and nature. Metroid is about fighting nature, is the premise of their video, and having watched the opening of it,
I do like the fucking like fur coat. This individual decided that that their role model for being, you know, a woman or whatever was to dress like literally a whore. I don't know, I just feel like that's maybe a little weird, you know? It's not the only time I've seen it, but it is just this like, I'm a woman now and I'm entirely about sex and I just love sex and boy, I love sex! Maybe that's your perception of what women are because you're, you know, like a creepy gooner or whatever, but that's fine. Look at the tabs, by the way. Holy tabs! Holy fucking tabs up here. This computer must run like a fucking like a Windows 98 trying to run fucking Death Stranding. I don't know the extent to which this person is allegedly studying Metroid or whatever, but currently it appears you're just watching a YouTube video and responding to it. I mean, perhaps there's more to their PhD studies and academics regarding Metroidvania. I can watch a YouTube video and give my 2 cents about it. I would have figured you would make a video that's like whatever this guy's video is about Metroid fighting nature or whatever, you know, but instead you're just kind of reacting to it with your 5 o'clock shadow having ass. Kind of looks like Darkside Phil if he had less gout.
Before we get started, I strongly recommend you check out Once More Into the Breach or reading and responding to S.R. Hollywell's A Maze of Murderscapes Metroid 2.
So, I'm just not reading this. I'm never reading this. Look at the fucking post here. This write-up summarizes and responds to S.R. Hollywell's A Maze of Murderscapes Metroid 2. Okay, that's fine. Tell me about Metroid 2. That's cool. Please tell me more about Metroid 2. Are we going to talk about Metroid 2 in this one? Oh no, we're going to talk about homelessness, trans rights, genocide, and blah, 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 blah. So this is like an excuse to talk about yourself and your own fucking interests, basically, right? It's not even really about fucking Metroidvania or whatever. It's about, look at me! It's me, Rich! It's me! Blah, blah, blah! I want to talk about homelessness and genocide and trans rights! Blah, blah, blah! Click on my fucking Metroid video! Blah, blah, blah!
Also check out State Vampirism, which unpacks...
Let me see what it unpacks here, big boy. This piece, essay or otherwise, is part of a larger series on state vampirism. Do I not have this one on the soundboard? Oh, no, I do. State vampirism is feeding through the state mid-abjection, be it openly capitalist or Marxist-Leninist. These are largely questions of aesthetic, whose Promethean self-destructive function extends to other configurations of omelas, e.g. Zionism. Furthermore, there's overlap between my anti-Zionist work and my work critiquing Marxist-Leninism / state vampirism alongside capital. So consider reading both. You couldn't pay me to read that fucking shit. I don't think there's a super chat amount that anybody could give me that would make me read that. You send in $500 right now and I will tell you to your face, nah! Thanks for the money. Ain't happening. Never in a million. I'm seeing the term state rape down here. This is a Metroid video.
In other words, there are different forces at work, a dialectic, or study of opposing forces, a dialectical material critique that I'll be giving.
I just love that someone like this can think that they have all the answers and they're a big smarty pants, you know, big brain or whatever, and it's like you're just pretty much just like a summary of all of the fucking stupid shit that people on the internet believe these days. It's like, I just don't know, like, I'm sorry, you're not like a unique free-thinking fucking free spirit or whatever. You're kind of just regurgitating all the shit that everybody thinks now. You're trying to hit the fucking high score of I have all of the beliefs I'm supposed to have. How do you even have all these tabs? What does this do for you? You have to, like, scroll through. You have to click on every one of these YouTube videos to find out which one is which. There's, like, 400 YouTube videos open alone, let alone every fucking other thing. The most surprising thing here is there's only 2 Blue Sky links. The value in showing intersectional solidarity when combating fascism. Remember, everybody, fascism is the most important issue of our time, and not the fact that every city in the Western world is falling apart and everything is terrible everywhere, and people don't go to jail for crimes anymore, you know. Fascism, that's the main thing. Well, that's Persephone. I'm sure there's much more to look at there. I just wanted to get a little, you know, a little taste of that. Perhaps do a little more research on your own, chuds. Fellow chuds, do a little more research on your own. Because I refuse to watch more than, like, 2 minutes of one of these fucking videos. You know, if watching YouTube videos constitutes peer review, thank you everybody for joining my course on making fun of people on the internet. You're all going to be set up for a future in... well, there's not a lot of career prospects actually coming out of this one, but you know what? You learn a lot. You learn a lot. It's about life. It's about learning about life. I hope you enjoyed this one, everybody. It's a bit of a shorter one, just like the last one. But I started working on this, and I was like, oh, this is too fun not to go balls out for. So you got to go balls out. You always go balls out. Big thanks as usual to my $20 and up excellent dudes on Patreon: Pickin' Evil, Christopher Baird, Tapeface YT, Iron, Darth, Brawlicus Ludicrous, Itori Senshi, Richie Larson, Sonic's Poignant Slime, Lowlord, Jericho Jack 88, Woodman, Aaron Heresy the Trolley, like the trolley problem. I think I did that one already. I'm running out of things to not just say the fucking word. So eventually you're just gonna get flashbanged with the words. This is what hell you hath wrought. Noir Dev and my top boy AAA+, which, as we all know, is the cut of meat that AAA+ is. Oh, hubba hubba hubba. Sexy stuff. Please note, I'm not sexually harassing you. This is just a joke. Thank you to all the $2, $5, $10 people as well. I appreciate you. And that'll do it for another very strange individual on the internet. Not a user this time, necessarily, but very strange and interesting nonetheless. Take it easy, folks. Penis. Adnan the Animator Space Tune, yes. Cocomelon, no. 2007. What flag is that? I don't know what flag that is, but he's got it. He's a he, him, his, which, I mean, I couldn't have figured that out. My name is Adnan. He's 18 years old, born in 2007. Religion is Moon. My gender is male. My sport is karate. His country is... Again, whatever is that, like Morocco? Oh yeah, I guess it's Morocco, because channel rules. After all of these stupid fucking flags, countries that I hate are here. And, channel rules, don't say Morocco likes Israel. Don't say ew in the comments. Don't make AI videos. Like me on this video. Don't call me a baby or a toddler. Don't call me fat.
This is a pretty funny video.
Don't cyberbully me. Don't hate my childhood. Don't like Western Sahara. Don't expose me. Don't block me in my YouTube. Don't bash my opinion. Don't disrespect me as a Muslim. Don't send me cursed words. And most of all, His favorite food is
all
every
of the
food
foods.
emoji. Basically. I mean, probably not all of them, but basically all of them. It's like, I didn't even know there was an olive emoji, but that's what I'm saying. He likes all of them.
He's a visual
Never
learner.
forget Jim Henson chain. Is it like Jesus and Mary chain? My salute on Cartoon Network. We got a fucking Amanda Cartret video here with, like, Habibi language in the bottom. Now I hate the Musk holder. Whatever that means. A rant on Coco Melon. Sure, go for it.
Hi guys, I'm Atna, and today I'll be ranting on Coco Melon. If anyone likes this channel, then I can respect your opinion. But
I'm sorry, you're Moroccan? Are you sure? Are you like of Moroccan descent? Is that what it is? These people where it's like they're from fucking like Alberta, but they're just like, yeah, bro, I'm Moroccan. Like, no, fuck off. No. I mean, maybe he's from Morocco and he just like has a perfectly flawless English North American accent, I guess, but
it's like it. But if you bash my opinion,
I don't think it's
then
like text
I'll
to
block your
speech.
channel for the rest of your life, and you'll not exist ever again. So let's get this rant started, shall we?
Grounded.
Coco Melon. What? More like boring, poor Coco Melon.
Can we hear that again, man?
You'll not exist ever again.
What was that?
So let's get this rant started, shall we? Coco Melon.
More
What?
like
More like
boring Coco Melon.
Poor Coco Melon.
You know.
That's like the worst version of that I've ever heard. Like, what is it usually? Like, Israel? Oh my god. More like, is fail? You know, like, usually there's a little more to it. What the fuck was this one?
What? More like
What?
boring poor
More like
Coco Melon.
not that.
Boring, poor, it's like he's regretting this as he's saying it, and I understand
Sounds
why.
like he'll declare
Oh
some
my god.
kind of.
Oh my
Channel
god.
I don't
sucks.
know.
Let me
Hot
tell you the
on you
reason
or
why I
something.
hate this channel
Coco
so
Melon
much.
Todd.
Because it's too babyish. It's called a baby's TV show. The only baby shows that I like are Dora the Explorer, The Little Einsteins, Super Readers, the Wonder Pets,
So quite a lot of them.
Zooey, Meow Kylon, The Sesame
So probably too many of them for how old you are. Gotcha.
Street, Dragon Tales, Kipper, Curious George,
The
Holy
only
fuck.
baby
Teletubbies.
shows I like.
Little Bear, The Backyardigans, Bluey, The Muppet Show, The Muppet Babies Show, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
I don't like Coco Melon because it's for babies. The only baby shows I like are
All the baby
proceeds to
shows.
list every baby show. A notable thing about this guy so far, I don't know if anybody else has really picked up on it, but he's like, I've talked about this before, the way the text-to-speech, hello guys, Ali Jessa here, you know, that fucking like Go Animate voice that they all use. The text-to-speech thing, like, a lot of these people, they're like turbo autists, and, you know, they lack understanding of fucking communication or whatever. And you can kind of tell that some of them, you know, they attempt to sort of emulate the inflections and whatnot of the text-to-speech, which, of course, as people that can speak properly, don't talk like this. Nobody actually talks like this. Oh, God. Well, guys, it makes me so mad. Ah. And I think that's what this guy's doing. You can hear it a little bit.
Teletubbies,
Teletubbies.
Little Bear,
Little Bear.
The Backyardigans,
The Backyardigans.
Bluey,
Bluey.
The Muppet Show, The Muppet Babies
All
Show,
of the babies shows.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse,
Mickey Mouse
I don't like Coco Melon. Muppet Babies, thumbs up.
Clubhouse.
Max and Ruby, Paw Patrol, Pingu, Lazy Town, Thomas and Friends,
Well, fuck yeah,
Oswald.
Lazy Town.
Wow Wow Whoopsie, Jack's Big Music Show, Sid the Science Kid, and
I have not seen Lazy Town, but the clips I have seen, pretty boss.
a lot of baby shows that I like.
Fuck.
I
Holy
hate-
fuck, you like every baby show. What the fuck's even wrong with Coco Melon, dude?
I hate Baby JJ so much. He likes to go on a stupid
Baby
adventure.
JJ?
He invented a new show, Cocomelon Lane. Are you serious? Cocomelon
Sorry, is this like a call-out video for Jay Kaiser? He hates Baby JJ. Oh my god.
Lane is really worst. If I watched
Really
this TV
worst.
show like it was a really piece of crap, I would like it? Hell no. I would hate it. Baby JJ and his friends are so dumb. So is Tom and Yo-Yo.
Well, they're
Well,
big,
he's a fucking baby.
stupid baby.
Like, it's in the name, retard. I don't know.
And his parents. since it was childish. It's a huge ripoff to Boss Baby, even though I hate Boss Baby. And
What's
I
wrong
like
with Boss
Ted, though.
Baby?
And I hope this channel gets terminated for good. But do you know who likes this channel? Nobody, because it's too babyish. But do you know who hates it? The whole wide world, especially YouTube.
Yeah,
So
something's really telling me that this guy loves Israel, and by extension, Morocco generally loves Israel. I don't know why I'm getting that vibe from this, but I just feel like he and Morocco potentially both might love Israel. I'm just saying.
I hate Cocomelon so
And
much.
also that he
I
might
hate
have a
Cocomelon
terrible
so
childhood.
much.
And I hate Boss Baby because it's my opinion. End of rant. Jeffy has got to be the best
No,
character
no,
ever
No,
because
no,
he's the funniest
no.
character I ever.
Why every time, Jeffy? 100 years, Jeffy. God damn it. God damn it. Can I Samson option Jeffy? Can we just get rid of Jeffy? Is there a way to remove Jeffy from everybody's public consciousness? Is there a way to have Jeffy just no longer be a thing anyone has even heard of? I would love that. I want Jeffy to have never existed.
Scene. He hates green beans, but I don't care.
Doesn't like
He gets
green
to eat
beans?
whatever he wants. But sometimes he causes trouble.
The
But I
Jeffy
don't
solution?
care. I like Jeffy too much. And I hate Marvin. I wish he gets punished for good. So yeah, that's all for now.
Multiple
Please make sure
SMLs
to
today,
like and
yeah.
subscribe to this video. And I hope that I will get 200 subscribers. Bye.
Well, this is good. What are these videos I'm getting
We
recommended
hit all
now?
those who insult Jeffy.
This is
I
very
don't know what's-
SML.
Okay. I don't know what's going on here. Sonic thing. If you're reading this, I'm in prison. Alright. Good luck, buddy. I'm going to do a review on the Geek Bar.
I know
This
one works,
elderly
right?
grandma. I don't think you need the Geek Bar, ma'am. I think you need to go for walks and get good cardio. I don't think you need a Geek Bar.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
not my Rosalina, right?
Yeah, what do we got for popular here? I can't believe what I just... Oh, this is like an underground fucking channel. Most popular video has 324 views. That's how you know you got some good quality fucking content here. The new SML cast gets grounded. Guess what I'm watching? Part 1. What, of
That's fine.
course we've got grounded.
That's
So
fine.
many groundeds. Helga misbehaves at McDonald's. Here's the list of the worst flags. The best flags here. Am I on there? Yo, am I on there? Look at all these fucking like DLC countries that get flags on the best countries list.
The DLC countries.
Fucking, I don't. Not that I think Canada should be on a list of the best flags, but I'm not. I don't think I'm seeing it here. Maybe I'm missing it. I don't think we should be. I'm just saying, like, it's notable that, like, I don't know, Brazil is on there. You know, I'm just, maybe Brazil's better than Canada at this point. It's not hard. We got all the worsts here. I'm also not on the
you.
worst flag list. That sucks. I want to be the best at something, either being the worst or the actual best. Well, America's flag is bad because of Trump. Taliban.
Of course.
China flag because of the government. Well, I think that's... I don't know. I think that's probably just the case for all of these. Because of Shia, like LaBouffe? Because of the Houthis. Because of the Hitler. The German flag is on there because of the Hitler. Man, the Germans have cucked themselves so hard in the last, like, 100 years. You telling me... 80 years, whatever. You telling me that, like... you gotta let them live down Hitler at this point, bro. Come on. Come on. I don't know, but... Well, he hates the American flag because of Trump, even though he's, like, obviously just a fucking American or whatever. Or a Canadian?
But,
live
you know,
in...
Trump
he
isn't
lives
gonna be
in
president
whatever this was.
forever.
That Spain? I don't know. He just...
I mean, maybe he'll be president forever. Is possibility, but probably not.
sounds like a fucking
So when Trump is out of office, then the flag will be good again? Okay.
American. Okay, Canada flag is on the list of countries that he likes. But also so's American flag. What about Trump? He's not on the list. Germany's not on the list of countries he hates. Oh, my mouse is having some fun right now. That's cool. Germany's not on the list of countries that he hates, though. So I have to assume that he's like, he doesn't like Hitler, but he doesn't hate him so much that he's gonna put, he's gonna put them on the list of
Yeah,
like
well-
the worst countries. All right. Okay, you know what?
Well, he's not only going to have to change the law, but he's also going to have to somehow become immortal, which, I mean, again, possible.
Before we move on from this guy, he does have this one, which sounds kind of interesting. He's got, I'm not happy with Tyler Pyers. So, and this
Hi guys,
could be good.
I'm Adnan, and I'll explain you of this user who, with
Oh, it's this user.
This idiot user, we're going to rent
This?
on a user. This user is also the opinion basher. This user is also the attention seeker.
I should use that
This
more
is
often.
crazy.
This user.
But let me tell you the reason why this user is crazy. You know why?
This user, please.
Let me show you. When it's my birthday, he sent me a worst text
Did he send
message.
an
Look at it.
birthday?
Look at it.
Look at it! Do you
I'm
see?
trying to look at it. It's kind of a lot of shit here, man. Wait, hang on. I was seeing somebody named Your Local something something, and I thought it was Jay Kaiser, but it's Ahmad Fan. Okay, well, fuck off. Give me Jay Kaiser, bro. Look up.
He sent me a worst message
Oh,
on
worst
happy
message.
birthday. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. What the heck? I mean, wow. Thank you so much for his opinion. But I don't care. He's a
I think that was an insincere thank you, guys. I'm not sure. They should really just take the unhappy birthday videos and turn them into one of their little rants. Unhappy birthday?
Ugh.
More like very happy birthday. Oh my god, this birthday wish sucks.
bad user anyway. And I don't have to, and I'm going to ignore him. But this time, then he's going to get a guideline struck. And I'll ignore him even more. But
Arab user, possibly.
when he's nicer towards Fatima Nichols' sister, 7, and Ahmed
Fatima
Fahad
Nichols' sister? What?
Hamad became so nicer, but
So nice.
when it turned out to me, he became so awful. But sometimes he
Getting
talks
like Andy
but
Ditch
but never
vibes
mind.
from this
He talks
guy.
back to someone else he hates,
But it's
Hey,
real
Use your
autism.
fucking words, buddy. It's okay.
like
Like these are the videos that Andy Ditch watches to try and better fake his autism.
bus 2,600 fan Conrad Greeny.
Oh God.
What the heck? And
Write
he
a
says
script,
he's
man.
grounded. Well, thanks a lot. And he
You can
thinks
even write a script in like Moroccan or whatever. Just write a script.
that he wants to kill himself. But I told him don't. But he told him to shut up.
Oh, okay.
And then
I will
he says
kill me.
no one. He thinks that no one cares about him. And I told him that he's a worst user. And he
worst
says,
user.
shut the bitch ass up.
Shut the bitch ass up.
SYBAU.
bitch ass.
I guess that is what he said. Okay. With a bunch of clown
It's
emojis.
the same thing Nova does.
And an angry emoji and a few cursing emojis.
He's like SYBAU, which means shut your bitch ass up. Yeah.
Haughty derision emojis. An X, a bunch of points. At Adnan, I guess. Some broken hearts. Oh man, this is getting like romantic now. Broken hearts and wilting Zoomer flowers. And then I guess just a couple like Israeli and whatever flags. Is that like North Korea? I don't even know what that is.
That I don't know what it means.
Stupid
but it's
bitch
hurtful
ass.
Towards Muslim. And I told him watch his mouth, but he thinks I'm a clown for liking Israel.
Wait. You like
Wait, I thought you don't like Israel. Guys, this is stunning new information. I thought that he didn't like Israel.
Right.
It turns out he actually does, I guess? Bold stuff. I didn't know the Israelis were behind users too. I mean, I knew they were behind everything else, but
He,
damn.
and when and when he thinks that everyone hates him, he clearly just thinks that he's immature. No offense.
Juicer? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
A juicer.
But
No.
This guy bullies him.
Juicer.
He says, "God damn, what the fuck is going on here?
Gonna get in trouble.
If you try bullying,
I'm sorry, you can't read this, buddy. God damn, what the fuck is going on here? If you try bullying me over and over again, my anger getting bad things to me. My haters will reach soon. Look you have done yourself. Make you worst year 2026. You just really ruined 2026. Way? That's disrespectful and drama.
me over and
All right, guys.
over again, my anger getting bad. Thanks to me, my haters will reach soon. Look
Yeah.
at that. The YouTube AI moderation is doing it. Get out of YouTube. Yeah, I have to agree with him. But there's no way you can talk back to him.
I definitely agree with him, yeah.
Just calm down.
I like the comment here that says, bro acted like a 15-year-old with a billion skull emojis, I mean, the whole context of this and the skull emojis makes me think that that's like you calling him Unk, actually. Like, this is a 10-year-old. Usually you'd see this in the context of, wow, you're being so immature, you're like a 15-year-old, but I think this is actually like an 8-year-old that's like, wow, okay, Grandpa.
He's gonna shut down his YouTube account. And then he talked back to my mother. He's fake. My mom is fat, like mine. But I'm
That's
not. What the heck? You can't do that.
My mom's fat.
But then he kept mocking me. But never mind. I'm gonna ignore him.
how's that going for you while you make this video talking about him?
That's fine. He's gonna make a request from Fatima Nichols' sister, 2007. Oh no, she's not gonna do it, you idiot.
She's fat.
I mean, she's not gonna do it. You 5-year-old kid. But now his YouTube has
Oh man, this guy has Jay
The
Kaiser
joke is that
disease
his
too.
wife is
Shut
fat.
down.
Chat.
great.
5-year-old kid. So
Sorry guys.
sorry, guys.
I was getting mad, but thankfully I was fine. But make sure you like and subscribe and watch the video.
I'll be sure.
I don't plan on doing either of those things, but I did watch the video. Thank you, Adnan. Appreciate it. You're definitely one of the good users. Well, thank you, my users and userettes, for making it all the way to the end of
That was a good pair of videos there. Deadwing Dork. We don't usually watch him, but he does good stuff. Both the Persephone and the.
But make
this
sure you
guy. He's a dork. Deadwing Dork is like the dork seeker. He's the dork hunter. We appreciate him. Meerkat's live. What's Meerkat doing live? Why is he live? What's he talking about?
And if someone does a $50 contribution, that's a pack in itself. Plus, it adds to the total. So, for example, if someone did 50,
God, this is all DSP is about now, man. I didn't sign up for this. Can't do it. I can't do it. I can't take the card talk no more, man. Remember who that is? That was a guy who's no longer on the internet anymore. Jordy Jordan, man. My God. I'm sure Nianis is gonna be riding the high of getting banned by DSP for a little while. Alyssa Clips.
Thanks for the stream, Lodweg.
I know, it was scuffed. It was pretty rough. It was like a neighborhood.
Thank Jeremy from the quarter.
It was like a neighborhood internet outage, which like legit knocked me down for a bit.
Is evil for striking the Kino Casino, guys. What does that have to do with
I had nothing. I just wanted to mention that tonight.
bring
You
it
know,
up.
I know that.
What did he do? What was
You
that?
didn't see what Jeremy did? I want to bring it
No.
up because Jeremy, I want to actually bring this point up. I want to make.
I don't watch any of this stuff. Dude, it's
I know,
like
but
low tier
Jeremy
YouTube
has
drama.
always been sneak dissing you for a long time, Tim. And I was friends with Jeremy, and you're friendly with Jeremy, but just he, gets Hannah Claire, does this. He's always trying to-
Whatever.
I know, and you're happy that Hannah Claire's got a gig. I'm just saying. I know,
Bro.
we have Carter. I'm just saying. but Hannah Claire knows.
Dude,
and I'm not
listen.
even trying to make it about me.
God, I hate these people. Whenever one of their friends is in trouble for being a piece of shit, they all dismiss it as drama. Oh, this is drama. I don't pay attention to any of that drama. And it's like, these are the people who you back, like both financially and ideologically, acting like pieces of shit. And if you don't do something about it, you're going to take down your entire movement with that person if you don't fucking do something, you shithead. Do something. No, I don't even care. That's drama.
Do you have any idea how many people are lying about me and screwing with me or just threatening to murder me?
So just don't believe anything then. If anyone says anything about anyone, just don't believe it. Do you know how many lies people say about me? What does he have behind there? Does he have fucking Pokemon cards behind him? Ugh. Or magic cards? They look like magic cards. These fucking dweebs. I hate these people. I hate Timcast. I hate Tim Fool. Like, it's... Like, it doesn't matter that he agrees with me on, like, a lot of political issues. Not all of them. But I still fucking hate him.
A lot
Every
of
day.
people, but
I ain't sitting here being like, oh no, Jeremy said a naughty word about me.
I don't think he has said anything bad about you. I'm just saying he went and he tried to censor the Kino Casino guys.
What is
and
that? What is that?
It backfired. So there's
know what
this
that is.
guy, a
Really?
PvP, he's very funny, and
Feigning
Worski. Yes, you've never
ignorance.
seen the Kino Casino?
No, I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
They've been, going after
Uh-huh.
Jeremy, saying that they have evidence, which I don't agree
Sure.
with Jeremy, that your wife and they have a bull and that, he pays some black guy to bang his wife. I didn't say that. I don't agree with that, Jeremy. Just I want that on the
Is
record.
that like they made something up about him?
Well, they do think that they have evidence. My point is, they've been going after him very hard, unfairly. People attack you, people attack me, people attack Phil. I mean, that's the internet
Phil?
culture that we live in.
Nobody attacks me.
My point is, he went and actually got their channel taken down on YouTube.
He actually got taken down.
It actually got taken down.
Yeah, I really like the debate between Tim Pool and Andrew Wilson. If you're interested in seeing why I don't like Tim Pool, watch that debate, and you'll see just how ideologically split he is from the rest of the overall larger, more ideologically driven movement.
Their channel got taken down, and Carter can give us a better. I think.
Dude, I can't. I don't follow this stuff.
Oh,
What do you mean you don't follow?
drama.
Brother, you're such a liar. What are you talking about? Hannah Claire left his show because of all this shit.
No,
Well,
what?
no, it's all
comment?
drama. I don't
I have
care.
no idea. Bro, we don't follow
No.
any of this stuff.
No, fuck the Kano Casino are a bunch of trolls. And what I learned from the quartering is that the best way you deal with trolls is you don't give them any attention. You just ignore them. You don't even say anything about them, because if you do, you give them power.
He backed the woman that said shit about Pragmata,
Uh-huh.
that men are PDF.
Yeah, like they're not consistent at all. They're really, really inconsistent, which just shows that they don't really have their head in it.
Okay, so his co-host Melanie Mack was like defending.
Okay.
Oh my God, we're all involved in this. You're involved.
I'm not
No,
involved.
they're
involved.
trolls
I'm
and I can't
involved.
talk about them.
We're all involved in this.
Okay.
Well, I thought this would listen. I'm clip farming right now, but to be honest, I am. Clip
That's why
farming.
you brought it up.
Yeah, because
we're all just like,
So you know exactly what he's talking about.
what are you talking
I
about?
just wanted to clip farm because Carter's here.
I saw some.
You had to see this.
I saw a clip on X. I saw.
Oh, so you do know what he's talking about. You were just lying. Cool. And now you admit it. All right.
saw a clip on X where someone said something about him, and I just scrolled past it. And I didn't really think much of it. They were like, he got
Then
someone
how did you know that it said something about him then, if you just scrolled past it?
flagged, and
How
I
do
don't
you know what the content was that you were skipping if you didn't even stop to listen?
know anything about any of the claims, nor do I really care. I got to be
I
honest.
don't care.
Hey man, did you see Alex Stein was talking ish about you last night on Timcast? He's done that before. That's unfortunate. I mean, good for him. I wish nothing but the best for him.
I don't know what's been going
I
on.
hope.
Okay, you have just been told.
Yeah.
Now address it.
Yeah, now you do. It's what I say a lot when it comes to DSP. People try to bring that stuff to him, then he's like, well, I don't know anything about it. And it's like, well, now you do. So, any take? No, I don't know anything. And this is also a common tactic too. Whenever you're being made fun of by someone, you're just like, I wish him all the best. And they think that's like a way to diffuse any sort of hostility. And it's like, well, I can't be mean to him now. He wants good things to happen to me. He hopes I sell 1 million hats. He hopes I become a millionaire. And I really need that positive energy out there in the universe, because then it might happen. And it's like, no, fuck you, dude. You're a piece of shit. I would rather be hated by you.
You know. I have been nothing kind.
It's just, and also, and stuff, I've been nice to him. It doesn't matter if I've been a real piece of shit, but he shouldn't have any reason to be mean to me, because I haven't been mean to him personally.
But kind, Alex. I've reached out privately to him when he needed help, when he lost a show on The Blaze. Again, I guess it's just another perfect example of quote-unquote internet friends. They're not worth keeping.
Well, yeah, when you completely abandon all your principles and values, people get to go after you, man. That's called consequences. You fucking dickhead. Maybe you shouldn't have said you were going to take people down just for making fun of your wife, asshole.
That's unfortunate. I wish Alex the best.
I hope he sells 1 million hats.
It's unfortunate
it's sad that he doesn't like
whatever,
me.
he's got some issue with me.
He has issues with me. He's mad.
That's fine. Claimed he was just trying to get a sound, but I don't care. Hey, good. Alex is funny. I wish him the best. You're not gonna get any. You're not gonna get any clips out of me.
You're not gonna get any actual spine from me.
And
you bring up the fact that he's making fun of me. Well, guess what? I have no spine at all. You're not even gonna get a reaction, jerk. That's why no one is watching this clip right now, regardless.
And Medicare was
almost like there's nothing you can do.
They're in almost every case completely worthless.
Wait, what?
And Medicare was always right about internet friends. They're in almost every case completely worthless.
Was he right about you? If Medicare was right about that, and you're deferring to his wisdom regarding his knowledge of the internet, are you going to admit that Medicare was right about you and that you're nothing but a grifter? You're nothing but an opportunistic grifter who doesn't actually believe in any of the values that he espouses?
Actual person that I
guess we got to hold back on trusting Medicare that far.
Become friends with online. That was like, and I'm talking about between content creators, not regular people. Like, regular people online are cool to be friends with. I'm talking like content creators. They're all the snakes.
Idiot.
The only one that ever.
It's not really that. It's just that you shouldn't put your neck out for someone who isn't going to drive to your house and help you move. It's basically the point he was trying to get across. That, of course, flew over your head because you're a moron. Like, internet friends you can't count on because, like, you can't really hold them accountable. Like, you can't go to their house and beat the shit out of them if they snake
Who's
you.
Medicare? Oh,
Yeah.
I remember now. It's that guy you tried to take down his channel by sending super chats with the N-word. Thanks, Ja.
I should go back and watch that stream. It's probably worth it. It's where I got a lot of the clips from the video that I put out where Medicare was he was working at a suicide hotline and he was taking calls, and if you haven't seen it, you might like it. You probably remember.
Was a true OG.
Like, the majority of those insults were levied at this guy right here.
Was Melanie. Is Melanie Mac. She's been the only true in 10 years of doing this. Actually, Count Dankula too, I'll say. Count Dankula is a true OG too. So the same could be saying about real life friends sometimes. That's
It's like these people would probably be your friends to this very day if you haven't been such a meltdown.
Actually, Crowder's a real OG.
He's been a meltdown. Not just have a meltdown. He is the melting down.
G2. Crowder is a real OG too. 100%.
Crowder. Oh boy. Sure, man.
100%.
This is cope. Doesn't it feel like cope? Like someone he trusted went after him, so he's throwing out the rest of his remaining lifelines, and like out of a cry for help, being like, "Hey, help me, help me, Crowder." You can't say Bearing anymore. He doesn't like you anymore.
Hannah Claire.
Look how anxious he is. He's like tugging at his clothes.
She's great. 100% great.
Wait back.
But
man, he is stressing. It's got to be rough though. I mean, like the dominoes are going to keep falling. Like these people who you keep counting on, they're not going to have your back if you don't course correct. How many times has this guy said he's quit
Crowder's
Twitter?
a real friend, Haja. Your wives should get together.
Oh man, that's a whole rabbit hole. I'm really disappointed in Crowder overall. If you want the truth about it.
Hannah Claire, I'm not. She was an employee. We weren't really friends, so she's great. She's great, 100% great.
Yeah, very loyal.
100% great. Luke is great too. Luke is
No
great.
block.
It's just
Damn
like
it.
we didn't hang. You know what I mean? Like
Sure.
Luke, I was a little tighter with. Luke just texted me last night to check in on me. So Luke's great too. So they're not all bad. Just most of them. Generally, you can figure out,
No, I don't know. You have to make a
just
point
give
first.
us a list of people who don't suck. I don't want to do that. I'll tell you this. Dank.
I mean, you kind of did.
Real OG. Crowder, real OG. Melanie Mac, real.
Why is he bringing up Dankula? Because I think Dankula thinks you're a clown now too. He just doesn't make that big a deal about it. But no, Dankula doesn't like you. Bering doesn't like you. The two people who were on that podcast with you, they both think you're like a big dweeb.
Real OG.
Okay.
Honestly, Luke's an OG too. I'm not saying there could. I might be missing something.
Can we ban? I just want to ban, or at least regulate it to the point where you're not allowed to say until you actually make a point first. You first have to say something that can be known before you say and then you're allowed to say
Honestly, Luke's an OG too.
Please.
I'm not saying there could. I might be missing some, but Hannah Claire, one of the nicest people I've ever met. Period.
They're all gonna turn on you.
Just an employee, harsh truth. Well, I'm just saying I've never hung out with her really. I'm not. I'm just talking about like people I've hung out with. People, you know what I mean? Like, Luke's been to my house. We've hung out. I've hung out with Melanie. I've hung out with Dankula. I'm talking about people who I've hung out with, not just people I only know digitally.
Mm-hmm.
Is Six dying? Dude's not looking good. I don't know. He told me he's very sick. I hope it was just a lie. He doesn't look great. He told me he was very, very sick. I'll spare the specifics. Six is all messed up and he owes you money.
Really
Technically, he doesn't owe me money.
Hitting.
For real, dude. Like all these names he's dropping, I'm just like, I'm like calculating like the death note, the number above their heads with the time that it takes for them to turn against quartering. And I'm just saying like 2 weeks for that one, 1 month for that one, 2 months for that one. Yeah, it's only a matter of time.
Because he worked for free long enough to essentially pay that $8,000 bond. That's really his money that he didn't get.
Wow.
Not mine.
That's
so because I guess he didn't go to court or whatever.
So I guess he paid back the bond by just being on stream for free. And you remember we watched that Mikey No More video where Styx would just be so out of it, he would literally fall asleep on stream. And Quartering would get so fucking pissed. And now I know why, because that was the payback. That was the payback, and Styx was falling asleep. No, it was the Mikey No More on Styx, not Quartering. But, this crossover.
Ever, he didn't get his money back. That's his money now.
It's like, bro, this is you paying me back. You're not allowed to fall asleep, you piece of shit.
Fine.
And it's crazy. I'm seeing more, the more I watch Quartering, maybe it's just coincidental, but Phil is doing a lot of Quartering mannerisms. It's very bizarre how he just that's a pause. He's bilocating. He's quantum superpositioning.
Decoy's based too, but again, he's more like I've never met him in real life kind of guy, but he seems pretty cool too.
It's weird. DSP it's so crazy how easily influenced he is. Because Phil has become so much more like the Quartering since watching that documentary. He needs to... Let's see. You should have like you need to bring back DSP versus the internet and just feed him a bunch of Charles Manson videos and serial killers so he just becomes more and more crazy and demented. because apparently that's how it works. Any documentary he watches, he just can't help but absorb their mannerisms and behaviors. Okay. Just trying to put in some effort. Thank you, Dogsplane. Thank you, Suburban High. Thank you, Lonely Solely. Thank you, Needlecog. Thank you, Currenox. Scuffed stream, as usual. I don't stream on Tuesdays or Thursdays. I'll be back on Friday. And we're going to hit the ground running. Hopefully, DSP is busy creating a bunch of clips for us to react to. I'm going to go hang out and have some fun. Meanwhile, DSP is going to feed the trolls.
My greatest fear is that Phil is gonna watch that LTG doc and the lesson he'll get from that is knock a woman up.
Oh, no. It's so funny how little he's willing to go hard against LTG. You know what I mean? There are a lot of videos about the guy, but it's not like he's going to pull them up and watch any of them. When it's like, do you actually care? I don't know. Hey, Zara is playing Octopath. Got Zara, Meerkat. Hey, let's show Meerkat some love. We steal enough content from his as we do. Let's pay back a little bit so he doesn't hate me completely like the rest of the internet does. Dominoes.
Hey, you!
Hey, it's Arlo. What's Arlo doing Dominoes ads? Well, I mean, Ralph is a closeted gay man too, and he knocked up a bunch of chicks because he felt like the internet didn't think he could do it. You know what I'm talking? You know what I mean? All right, let's go raid. Meerkat, Bob. That would be funny. DSP child support arc. That'd be way funnier than
Please give the stream a like. If you
whatever
like
we're
Pokemon
dealing with
content,
right now.
please support it today.
May the good blood
Let's get support for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond premiering.
guide your
All right,
way.
Let's get some packs going here. We got one freebie so far, but nothing else. But when we hit 100, that's the first pack. $50 contribution is a bonus pack. Let's go. All right.
Oh, and that was it?
Okay,
I thought it was going to be more.
Brilliant Diamond.
But no, we're going to get to the more. We're going to get to the more. That was just a regular begging segment.
Different Pokemon to
But
catch.
eventually it's going to be last chance, you guys. We got about an hour left.
We did catch
Last chance, you guys. We got about 20 minutes left. 10 minutes left.
All right.
Let's
go.
And he's going to manage to extort as much money as possible. I think at this point, the way things are going, it's probably going to be... So we got what? Top tip is 5. King tax 82. He's going to make around $140, I would say. As my headphones are unpairing again for absolutely no reason.
Well, Beaver Bother, congrats. Beaver Bother says that he was able to get.
Hey, big ups for the Ludwig raid on Twitch for the 14 viewers, dude. Welcome.
Upcoming set of Pokemon cards that
He
come.
just begged you guys. You missed it.
I checked out the website earlier today. The website would not load. It just kept continuously crashing. And you know,
we can try it now.
Over today, I'm checking now. It's not. It's
I'm checking.
So. But congrats to you. Apparently, people who are just sitting on the site refreshing all day, some people are getting through. Good for you.
Oh, that's the lie. If you're trolling him right now, you need to lie that you actually managed to get into the website and got a pack, and he can't. And it's gonna make him feel really sad.